Hello there, and a happy new year to you. Today I thought about doing something a little different. So today we're going to be talking about the horror comedy Ready or Not, starring Samara Weaving as she couldn't be happier after she marries the man of her dreams at his luxurious family. Oh my leg. Have you ever wanted to be part of a SWAT team that commits countless war crimes in every hostage situation that they're called into?
What the fuck?
Well, let me introduce you to Ready or Not, the tactical SWAT simulator that sets realism at the top of the fucking list. Jesus Christ. Originally released back in 2021, Ready or Not kind of became a sleeper hit amongst the tactical sim community. It spawned many discussions and feedback for the game. Tons of contents and videos were made about the game to the point where they actually got some Marines to play Ready or Not for the hospital situation, and they cleared it with no complications whatsoever. Holy shit, Call of Duty, eat your heart out.
That was really bad.
But now Ready or Not is finally ready, as the trailer shown at the Game Awards revealed the official launch date for the 1.0 update. Personally, I've been playing this game since June, and it's honestly been one of the best SWAT sim games that I've ever played, mainly because of the multiplayer experience being very fun, and not the type of fun you think you can have in this game. Sure, you can be John Swatman and have your red team mirror cam under the door to safely secure civilians, or you could just say,
get back, little bro, and I put that on the game, let's get it. Back, 100 bands, yeah, get a taste, ho, no face, all ass, fuck you doing shade, bro, punch shit, this ain't much, get no get punch, big sale, off the laptop, I'm eating lunch shit.
So here's the basic gameplay loop of Ready or Not. Start up a scenario, breach door, kill bad guys, and save civilians. That's pretty much it, and it's pretty fun. But it's also pretty fucking dark. But to break everything down, Ready or Not's gameplay is brutally awesome. The realism that I mentioned earlier was no joke. Everything here is set to 11, between scenarios involving human trafficking, terrorist attacks, and your average Tuesday at your local high school. Ready or Not's level design forces you to approach almost every situation a little differently. What I mean by that is, this isn't Call of Duty. You cannot run and gun a whole mission on your own. With it being a realistic SWAT game, everything you do has a calculated risk to it. Like, on the hospital map, there's a lot of tight corners and long hallways, so a shield and an AR might be your best option. The thing is, that is not really the case, as there's no one loadout to clear every scenario. You can C2, mirror, kick, shotgun, or even just open a door. And there's always a risk to it. Honestly, I think this is what makes Ready or Not's gameplay so much fun, because you genuinely have no idea what to expect on that level that you played over 100 times. So teamwork is highly advised here, whether it be during the single player mode where you have bots that follow your every command. Sometimes
I told you to keep your fucking head down. If you listen to me, you will still be fucking alive right now, stupid fuck!
Or multiplayer with your friends, which in my opinion is the best way to play Ready or Not. This also brings up ROE involved in the gameplay, or rules of engagement. They described what you can and cannot do during a scenario. An example being, you can't just shoot a suspect without giving him a chance to surrender first. Or, I mean, you can. It's just doing this will result in negative points, in which turn gives you a lower grade at the end of the mission. These grades indicate how well you handle the scenario between saving all the civilians, bringing order to chaos, and collecting various pieces of evidence. The grades go from F to S. F basically being where you literally failed almost every single objective you had except not die. Civilians are dead, your team is dead, evidence wasn't secured, basically everything that could have gone wrong did. But hey, you got past the level.
Copy that. Put him on safe and let him hang. Great job.
Then there's S rank, which is fucking insane. You think Sekiro demands perfection? No dude, Ready or Not S-Rank requires everything to be done perfectly, meaning no dead suspects, all evidence secured, and all teammates alive and well. So if you even get a -50 for excessive force, you will not get S-Rank. The good thing is, getting S-Rank in these scenarios are actually pretty fun, but only with a group of friends, as the bot teammates tend to get a little trigger happy around the suspect. Now, I should take some time out of this section to mention the loadout customization, which thankfully is really easy to navigate and understand, unlike you. No. Bad loadout system. Bad. You got ARs, submachine guns, shotguns, pistols, pepper spray. All this equipment to help you and your team become more effective when clearing a room or breaching a door. And it's not overwhelming either, it's just straightforward as to what equipment does and how well you compare it with other pieces of equipment. And you can even play Barbie with your SWAT guy, because after completing every scenario, depending on your grade, you'll unlock some cosmetics. And honestly, it's a really unnecessary feature, but man, am I glad it's here so I can clear a whole gas station in a Hawaiian shirt. I kinda don't want to spoil everything the gameplay has to offer here, as some of the features involved are genuinely amazing. In all seriousness, Ready or Not's gameplay is realistic, tactical, and oddly satisfying, and thankfully it is complemented by the dynamic level design. Let me start this section off by saying 2 words.
Environmental storytelling.
Dude, when I tell you the amount of unspoken story throughout these missions are insane. There are briefings before missions, but I mean, I just want to breach the door.
Wow, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them.
The storytelling throughout the level design sits right next to the gameplay, as they're both important to how you clear the scenario. Like during the beginning missions, there are key details on who to arrest and where they might be at. Now, not all the levels are perfect. There are some standouts for sure, but for the sake of spoilers, I won't get too deep into it. There is one mission though that feels really unbalanced, since it's just way too open with a lot of nooks and crannies for suspects to shoot you where you really can't even see them. I say it's unbalanced because I forgot to mention something in the previous section. The suspects here are fucking crap, dude. You better make sure you breach and clear correctly, because if a suspect sees you before you see them, it's basically over. And I understand that in a real scenario this would be the case, but in an open map like this, it feels a little unfair because even the bot teammates get cross-mapped here. But honestly, that's my only issue with the game. Ready or Not's level design is fairly solid to say the least, to the point where I'm trying the new Iron Man mode. It was introduced in the 1.0 update, and it's basically a single player permadeath mode throughout the scenarios, meaning if you or one of your officers die on the last mission, you die. Full stop, no retries, start all over. Or just alt F4. The levels affect this mode dramatically, dude. It'll have you thinking 5 times before committing to an action, providing even more realism to every mission you play.
Really?
Ready or Not is honestly one of the best FPS games I've ever played due to its interactive and reactive gameplay mechanics, dynamically paced level design, satisfying loadout customization, and a genuinely exciting multiplayer experience. And with it set to be released on console pretty soon, it just opens the door for more players to experience this amazing game and its awesome commander mode.
Gold
Top reporting.
Clear it.
Top reporting. Mission failed. We know.